All right, Shalom. Like to start off saying, Call Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakakadash Ma'amah. Double honor to the other apostles, the great millstone of my elder Harold as well. Salutations to the archon of the pushing the truth, sincerity, and truth. And peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, I'm Kanakshan by Charlotte for the Lions of the Charlotte camp. This is going to be another Lions Den news and prophecy. And this is a CNBC article, and the article's title is "A Recession is coming in the U.S. and a few rate cuts won't prevent it," says strategists. Um, it's funny because like I've been trying to do this lesson all week, and like a lot of stuff been getting in the way. I did a couple of other lessons, and you know what I'm saying. Now, here it is. We just got to with camp and I'm doing it now. And you know, as we were doing the lesson, a beautiful lesson on Baruch chapter 5 too. Um, we briefly for a good minute spoke about the elder was saying how there's a recession going on right now, and and it's crazy because this article says a recession is coming, but you can already feel the effects of a recession. This shit is crazy. Like, you know, you can see it on the shelves at the grocery store. You can see it at the pump. The dollar is not, it's not what it used to be. So it's taking more dollars to, you know, it takes more dollars to get things on this earth now. So that's like you try to increase the circulation of the money by raising prices. That's going to take more money. And you know what I'm saying? They're trying to find ways to fix the economy, and it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And like it said, I seen it on the news. It said, in in, in order to live in Jacksonville, Florida, you have to make I think it was $73,000 a year. $73,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? That's an astronomical number. You know, especially when there's not the. I just did a lesson. I just did a lesson the other day talking about how people are in fear for their jobs. The job market is not great out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like ain't nothing being the job market's not that great out there. So like nobody's making any money, and the jobs that people do have, you know, nobody's making any money. So they're not paying like There's one point in time, $10 an hour, you can take care of a whole family comfortably off of $10 an hour. You can't do nowhere near nothing like that no more. Like shit in New York, to be a regular cashier at McDonald's, you get 20. And it's not that they making any money because you would think $20 an hour is a lot of money, but not at these times because the cost of living is so astronomically high. It doesn't make any sense. That's You don't want to know why? Because this place is being brought low. America's being brought low. Shit, back in the 50s or 40s and shit, like when they first came out with the movie theaters and shit, you could take a whole family to the movies and all that kind of shit and get popcorn and all that everything that works for a motherfucking quarter. See that? You can't even you know you out of the bubblegum machine, you know how you at the, like you know what I'm saying, you go to the store and got the bubblegum machine, put the quarter, them bitches is 75 cents now. They like 50 and 75 cents. You very rarely find I seen one quarter one in Dollar Tree. But the rest of them are 50 and 75 cents for the little gumball machine. Ain't that crazy? That's crazy, man. The cost of living is so high right now. Like people can't even afford to live. Like shit, it's hard being a bum on the street. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So whether they want to call it, whether the economists want to say that we're in a recession or not, we're definitely in one. Um, and seeing that they cut out the middle class, there's only the super rich and the poor right now. you know, it's getting tough. Now we're about to really see. Now we're seeing what America's really about. Now we're seeing that whole American dream being flushed down the toilet right before their eyes. Not even being flushed down the toilet because it never existed. It was a fake illusion put into play for people to chase after so they can stimulate the economy. If they tell everybody you come to America, you can do this, it's a land of the free, home of the brave. Everybody can be rich in America, this, that, and the third, and everybody came over, you know what I'm saying, thinking that. And they worked real hard, propped us this economy, had every, you know what I'm saying? Uh, Building the foundations of America, they went from slavery from our ancestors to sweat equity off of building a system that enslaved all the citizens of the United States, putting them into an economical bondage, right? Having everybody chasing after a dollar that doesn't even amount to anything. So now the people chasing after that dollar is what created the value in the dollar. So now actually the people are what are the commodity, even though they feel like the dollar is the commodity. As long as people like, especially when they did the OPEC deal, right? As long as people kept uh 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 because the system doesn't work without the people. As long as the people kept building, like you know what I'm saying, like uh uh uh, uh um chasing the American dream in this rat race, it's going to prop up the system, and the system's going to continue to flow and flow and flow and flow. Because what are they doing? Circulating money, right? But now times are so hard that people are trying to save money. And they're not trying to save money to invest money. They're trying to save money to hold on to it because it takes so much money, right? To operate in the system now. So now you're trying to hold on to every dollar that you can so you can be able to play, because it's all a Ponzi scheme like game, you know. So let's get some it says key points on this article. Two of them. First one, it says, contrary to what many believe in, investments research from BCA research sees that the economy is on the cuffs of a recession. We're already there. All right. Key point two, it says there's things that are breaking down quite rapidly now. Gary Evans, BCA Research Chief of Strategies of Global Assets Allocation, said on CNBC's Squawk Box Asia. All right, so they, they can call it what they want to call it, but like when that rent hike went up in what 2019 2020, when they had the rent hike during it was either right before or during the pandemic. Man, that put a stress on the economy for real. Then they tried to balance it out by giving out stimulus checks, not knowing the stimulus checks were the people are going to feel the effects of the stimulus checks now. So they try to use the stimulus check to ramp up to stimulate the economy. That's why they call it a stimulus check. We're going to give y'all some money because we're going to keep y'all home, right? What did they do? Let's see, they navigated everybody to go to Walmart, buy up everything. Then they gave them, oh, you can only buy so much. Make it seem like the supply and demand was like, oh, we only have this amount of amount. You know what I'm saying? Forcing the people, trying to manipulate the people into buying all they can at any given time. So you have people going from Walmart to Walmart to Walmart to Walmart. Oh, you can only get two of these. So I'm gonna tell you what we did. Right? We had little kids, so we knew we had like you could only get one can of formula. But I got a child a year and a day in the park. So two children a year and a day apart. So I needed more than one can. So what my late woman that I was seeing at the time would do, right? I get out, go get all the shit we need first, come back and then she'll get out, go in there and get the same thing because they wouldn't let us get more than one. You see what I'm saying? So But that's still kind of sort of they were using that as a way to stimulate the economy. Finding slicker ways to buy. A lot of more people started buying online because that's what they're propping the market up to do or trying to, but it didn't work. You know. So now we're feeling the effects of all that shit right now, and the housing market's still fucked up, even though it's kind of bouncing up. But where is it gonna? Where is that yield curve gonna be? It's not gonna be. It's not gonna. The rent rates are not gonna get back to what it was in in 2018 and 2019. But what I'm paying in rent right now in a a small uh 900 square foot 2 bedroom, right? And 2018, 2019, 20 when I moved in from 2016, no 2018 because it was 2 year lease from 2018 to 2020, right? That's what I was paying for a 4 bedroom townhome, 1,300 square feet. You see the difference? They're not going to ever go back to those prices. What they're going to do is try to leave the prices the way they are now, try to figure out a way to increase wages, right? A little bit to make it, to ease the pain a little bit more, to try you know what I'm saying, relieve some of the pressure to try to get America spending money again. But man, listen, the Lord is bringing the grinding to a halt, meaning the job market's gonna be fucked up. Ain't gonna be no more jobs out here. Um, yeah, bringing America low, man. And how do you bring America low? Devalue the dollar, and that's because that's what America stands on, the dollar. That's why on the dollar said, "In God we trust." The God is money that they trust in. All right, so let's get a little. I'm getting a little long-winded. Let's get a little bit into this article. It says, contrary to what many believe, investment research from BCA Research sees that the economy is on the cuffs of a recession. Like I said before, like the elder said, it's here. It says, and the predicted upcoming U.S. Federal Reserve rate cuts will not be sufficient to steer markets out of it. So it doesn't matter what they can do, they try to do, it's happening. Every single one of us now believes there is a recession and that it's exactly the opposite of what the markets believe. Gary Evans, BCA Research Chief Strategist of Global Assets Allocations, told CNBC C's Squawk Box Asia. All right, so I guess basically that's the end of the article, or is it continue reading. Slack it. It says Evans pointed to signs of the economy slowing down, including that he called the deteriorating U.S. labor market, deteriorating the U.S. labor market. Right, I just did a lesson on that last week about the labor market, um, the job market being messed up. It says the United States Labor Department reported that the unemployment rate in inched to 4.3% in July, to its highest since October 2021, and a gauge for U.S. manufacturing activity fell in the eighth month low in the same month. There's things that are breaking down quite rapidly now, said strategists. Right, and we're witnessing America being brought low, and we're gonna go into that because this is all being done by Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. It says the Fed funds future market suggests that investors are expecting at least 3 rate cuts by the end of the year, according to the CME FedWatch tool. But according to Evans, that will not move the needle much on this projection. All right. It says a few rate cuts are going to prevent a recession. Average A few rate cuts are not going to prevent a recession. Average recession is 10 months. It takes something like a year before Fed's cut actually start to give a boost to the economy, he said. He said the right. Wow. So that's something right there. All right. So the average recession lasts 10 months. And the rate cuts that the Feds are saying they're going to do, it takes 12 months for those rates to kick in. All right. So, so America's going to be well into a recession before those rate cuts kick in, right? So, what can potentially happen after that? They're going to have to try to prop up and stimulate the market some kind of way to have a double impact if they are able to do that. And but they can't just continue to print more money because that didn't do anything the first time. So what they're going to do is create a new form. All right. So with these rate cuts that'll stimulate or kick in a year later, what are they going to introduce? They could possibly introduce a new monetary system. Hey, let's not, you know what I'm saying, dump any more money into this system that we have on that right now. Let's go move over to a new monetary system that's all digital. We have the blockchain ledger. We have the see it whatever it's called, um CDBC, and we have, so let's move everything digital, right? And that will implement the micro CF. All right. So there'll be a new platform when it comes to the economy. China's already set up for it. Japan's already set up for it. Australia's already set up for it. And I think majority of Sweden's already set up for it. All right. So you have all these smart cities that are really able to do the whole digital thing. Right. America's set up for it too, because there's not no place you can go whether you won't have to hit a card. That whole card can be like they tell you to tap. You don't even, all the cards have chip C-hips on them now. Damn. So it's tap and go. Even with your phone, you can tap with your phone. And people are like, oh, you got the chip in your phone. Right. I can put my phone down. Now they're trying to take that technology. Damn, man, this shit's stupid, but you can't even talk the way you want to talk. But now they're going to take that technology and implement it into the human body. That was the whole reason for 2020, right? They want to see how easy it would be to let the government go inside, how easy it would be for people to let the government go inside the human body. There's going to be another crisis. That crisis is going to be an economic crisis that's going to hurt even worse than the pandemic. It's gonna put so much pressure on the people that they're gonna feel like it's gonna, like the elder said, it's gonna feel like it's gonna be so much pressure, like as if the pressure that Hananiah, Azariah, and Mishael felt before they were being about to be thrown in the fiery furnace. That's how much pressure this collapse, this total collapse, is gonna put on the people, and they're setting it up for the upper elites are setting it up for that. This is all being done on purpose for them to implement the new world order. That's why they deal with, health, um, um, weather, and economy. Three things that they're using to manipulate the minds of the people and scare them into conforming to their ways. And that's all being done to move towards their NWO, which is going to be ultimately the Revelation 13 and 16, the micro hip. You know, that's what they're setting up for. The MOTB, you know. And for those who don't know what that is, read Revelation 13 to 16. And the MOTB is a micro CHIP technology that they're going to use to put inside the bodies of people. All right, but within that is also they're being set up for their destruction. All right, so let's go to the script. I'll put the link to the I'll put the link to the Lord willing, hopefully I remember put the link to the article in the description box. But to close it out, I want to get Isaiah 47 and 1. It says, come sit down in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt be no more tender and delicate. How were they made tender and delicate? Through the dollar. They were propped up through the dollar. They were um um, adorned with precious jewels, just like the whore that sits on the scarlet colored beast, arrayed in purple or arrayed in scarlet, or slightly roughly paraphrasing. But she was arrayed in all these beautiful things through the dollar. So the America was able to steal all the resources from the earth, all the precious jewels from the earth with the dollar, even the children of Israel. Or verse 2, it says, take the millstones and grind mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the legs. All right. It says, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Right. The Lord is going to not only strip this place bare, the Lord is going to strip this place, man. That's everything, uncovering everything so you can see the filthiness of this place. How is he uncovering it? By stripping it bare. See that? It says, verse 3, it says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. The Lord's coming up in his glory. He's not coming like how he did um 2,000 years ago. Verse 4, it says, as far as for our Redeemer, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, all right, it says his name, the Holy One of Israel, all right. So that's our Redeemer. That's how the elect are going to be redeemed from what's to come. Because the Lord is what's bringing all this to the earth as a judgment. All right. It says, sit thou in silence and get thee unto darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans. This is what the Lord is saying to Babylon the Great, which is America. For thou shalt no more be called Lady of Kingdoms, man. That's what America is being called this whole time. But no more shall America be called that. Because why? How about Shemal Shah bringing this place low? Verse 6, it says, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them unto thine hand. Right. So the Lord is the one that told us that we were going to go to slavery in this place, all right, for our transgressions. So he was wroth with us. It says, upon the ancient thou shewed them no mercy. Upon the Shlaki, thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid the yoke, man. And he's still continuously laying this yoke upon us, Esau. All right. Verse 7, it says, thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever. So thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst thou remember the latter end of it. Right. So they ain't lay none of this to the mind, that all the things that they're doing to us with the system, because the system is really designed to keep us down and to prop them up. And they ain't think about, you know what I'm saying, the repercussions behind them planting that seed, what they were going to reap. You know, verse 7 says, and thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst thou remember the latter end. Yeah, you didn't remember what the end. You didn't realize what the end was going to be. Verse 8 said, therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwelleth carelessly, that saith in thine heart, I am none else, I am, and none else besides me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Right. So and their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever. You know, but seeing the collapse in the economy, they start to panic. All right, but it's all done on purpose because they're bringing in a new form. All right, and guess what? Yahweh Shimei Shai is putting them in the mind to do that. So they shall not be a lady forever. They're being brought low. It says, verse 9, this is the point. It said, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. So we're at that close in that one day. We're gonna see, you know what I'm saying, the piece of yarn that unspooled the whole spool, man. Or the straw that broke the camel's back. It says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantment. And they did all that sorceries and enchantments through the dollar. And you're gonna watch this whole thing. They did that through the dollar and through war. And you're gonna watch this place being taken down the same exact way. It's gonna be an economic collapse and nuclear destruction on this place, being brought forth by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Lord willing, this lesson edify to serve the purpose of that. Allah say, call Halayim La Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Harikak Wadash, my Mouth. Double honors to the elder apostle, the great millstone, and my elder here one as well. Salutations to the ark and the pushing the truth, sincerity, and truth, and peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Shalom.